already because I'm sure the rest of the vlog won't hardly be any talking, and I may include a little bit of cleaning in this one. Just kind of depends, but starting out a vlog. Also really random, and I'm not done obviously, but I moved like 2 things around in the kitchen. You might be able to tell the difference if you watched my coffee bar clean and decorate, but I've always had this coffee bar centered on this wall and up under my little rack shelf up there, but I decided I think I like this better, but it made more sense. My little produce shelf, I used to have Willow's pouches in one of these, the fruit up top, and the middle one I had fruit cups and applesauce, but I decided I'm gonna keep the fruit in the middle. Also, I have that Zevo plug. It's back away from the shelf, it's not touching, but it will catch any of the fruit flies or anything from the fruit, so I thought that actually works really good and might draw them to the light. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. But I think on this bottom one, what I'm gonna do is just like hot chocolate mixes, and sometimes the overflow of tea and stuff. I feel like I never have anywhere for that to go, so I guess it can kind of be like a little bit of a, not a catch-all, but an overflow bin. And then I'll keep the fruit in the middle one. Also, that's really good because Willow can make that is really accessible for Willow, is what I was trying to say. But I wanted it because I want this top one to kind of tie into the coffee bar. So I've got like some little bakery pastry type things and just fall snacks I want to put in there. And also I thought with Christmas coming, that's always like, you always have like a little treat or something. I can put it in there, and I'm bad about, like, if I bought a pastry or something to eat with coffee, I won't remember it, and then when I do remember it, they're stale, and then I'll be upset, whatever. So that's what this is for. And then I moved that, hopefully I'm not making y'all dizzy, I moved that from over here. I'm not done in here. It's kind of hard to show without doing the wide angle lens, but I just moved this shelf that I've had centered to my window. I just moved it over to the right a little bit. That'll make it easier, especially whenever I get ready to open my window and put my little window fan in there when the weather cools off. So I thought it's kind of a win-win situation. And then since I did that, my potato bin that was over here on the end of this counter, kind of sticking out a little bit, just makes more sense to sit here. Also, I always have little areas in my home, just like how I have this juice lined up on this shelf, or on the floor by that shelf, but it's out of the way. Sometimes it's handy to have a little space like that for overflow and things, because I am dealing with a small kitchen. But that was really random, but that is an update that I done in here. Also, I cannot remember if I mentioned this on my coffee bar decorating vlog. There's a glare from the ceiling lights, but there's a little light up here that's on like one of those plant hooks, and it just hangs, and I've got the cord back behind there. But I was thinking of putting the hook up over this picture frame where the light kind of hangs down over it. The only thing is I would probably, I don't know, I might not have to get a longer arm, it would work, but I was thinking that would be good because it would light up the space. Since I have done a cooking vlog, and I thought since I'm trying something new, that it might be kind of fun to include that on here. So as per usual, if you've been around on my channel since I've started, you are probably familiar with the fact that I very rarely measure. I think a lot of people do that, but also a lot of you always ask for recipes, so that's why I always say, like, I don't have the printed out recipe, that I kind of just measure as I go. But I'm gonna try like I guess a spin on a crawfish pie / crawfish casserole. I know a lot of people don't like crawfish or even seafood in general, so if you don't like that, this probably isn't for you. I'm doubling this recipe also because I'm gonna send one to my parents' house, so if you're making this for just like one family, or you don't want a lot of leftovers like probably a lot of leftovers, I would say split this in half. So this is 1 large green bell pepper, 1 yellow onion, and then about probably 4 stalks of celery diced up. I left it a little larger because Michael does not like vegetables unless it's like either minced up really fine and cooked down, or bigger pieces where he can pull out. And you don't want this completely minced, like you want to be able to have some texture to it. So I minced that up, and then I have my Dutch oven heating, and I'm gonna put 1 stick of butter in this. I think a lot of people actually use like a stick of butter per pan when they do these, but I don't want to do too much, so I'm gonna do 1 right now. I don't have any right now. Mine's frozen because I buy my butter in bulk. Normally I get it at Sam's, but I forgot to get it this last time, so I had to get it from Walmart. I might end up having to do a stick and a half, but we're going to go with 1 stick for now. Also, I forgot I always like a red pepper in here for color and just variety. So I did not get a red bell pepper. I'm just going to chop up these 3. I forgot to mention. So I was thinking about making this, and then I thought I was going to do my original crawfish pie recipe, which is one off of Pinterest, but I really love puff pastry on chicken pot pie and different things, so I was thinking that would actually be a lot better on this. So this is kind of a trial and error thing. This is my favorite brand and flavor of boudin, even over the, I guess, more authentic Louisiana brands. But we bought this to eat this week, and I was eating it, and I thought, you know what, that would like probably up this dish even more. So ideally, I probably would have had about 4 or 5 links, but I only have these 2 that I need to cook and 1 that's already cooked. So I'm going to use 3 links of that. And in case I don't get to do the voiceover, I'm going to cook this all down till it's translucent in the butter. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and add a stick and a half. So I'm going to say a stick and a half of butter with your vegetables. Once that cooks down to the translucent color, I will add in my boudin. I'm going to take it out of the natural casing. I don't want to leave it in that, and then just kind of mince it up between it. Let that cook down, and then I will fold in my other ingredients and then fold in my crawfish. I will not actually cook this until I fold it up, and then I'm going to put my pie crust on the bottom of my baking dish and the puff pastry on top. Puff pastry is just way too expensive for me to want to buy it to do top and bottom, and also I think the pie crust hold together better. Also, I'm going to add some garlic once the vegetables are done cooking, so I don't have another one right now. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm going to add a good bit of garlic to this. Most recipes call for like a tablespoon or 2, but I always add a lot. And I'm also going to season to taste. I normally use Tony's garlic, pepper, paprika. I don't normally use salt. A chicken bouillon cube or 2, probably 2, and then 2 cans of cream of mushroom. And then that will all be folded together in the bowl before it goes on top of the pie crust. Then we'll put the filling with the crawfish and everything in the middle, and then top it with the puff pastry. And normally I don't like put any butter or anything on it. I cook it. I cook a lot of my stuff at about 375, and I just kind of eyeball it, and then at the point where it's almost done, then I'll put some butter on it and brown the top. I also completely forgot, especially for like a Cajun dish, you always have to have green onion as well as yellow onion. And these are just from the grocery store. Anytime I buy green onion, I always cut the tops off and then stick the little bulb and the root in a cup. I need to get an actual jar, but I actually need to buy more jars, and then just keep your water changed out, and you'll have never-ending green onions. But I need to do that this week. As soon as I get done here, I need to actually add some of those to my grocery list, and this is also to taste, of course. But I do like my food, especially like Louisiana dishes, heavily seasoned. And if you want this to be a little spicy, you could also add like Louisiana hot sauce, Tabasco, whatever you want to add. I don't normally do that because I'd rather just add it in my plate, because normally it's just fine to me. Going to season with the 2 bouillon cubes, all this to taste. Also, I'm probably going to wait to add the Tony's until it simmers down and I add the soup to it, because this is already going to make it salty and then the soup is salty, so I don't want it over salted. So always taste test after you get your mixture cooked down before you add the crawfish to it. That way you know if you need to add something else. so beautiful.
You want to see the picture?
Huh? I don't think y'all can see, but like that is a heaping. This is a teaspoon, but I'm gonna say I'm probably using 3 tablespoons of garlic, minced up. This is some that I actually minced myself and put in this jar whenever it was empty. But I normally just buy the pre-minced, so I don't normally mince it up myself because I'm all about trying to find the quickest way to do it. So my vegetables, I really need to like start using my tripod on the counter too. My vegetables are cooked down, so I'm just like, I cut the end of the boudin open to be able to like pull it out. Or you could just always cook this in, like, I have one length that's pre-cooked, just whatever. This is just how I'm doing it this time. And then I'm about to add my 2 cans of cream of mushroom directly into this. One of my subscribers had commented and told me last year about Campbell's brand having the half cream of mushroom, half cream of chicken. And that's actually my favorite one to use now, but I can hardly ever get it. And I can never get it if I'm getting a grocery delivery. So you could do 1 mushroom, you could do 1 chicken to have both flavors. But right now I'm just going to do the 2 mushroom because that's what most recipes do for like the quick Cajun, crawfish, whatever junk. And just to thin it down, I'm going to do half a can in each to get some of the soup out. So 1 additional can of water. And then this is controversial. If you're in Louisiana, you know this is something argued over about gumbos and stews and things that are supposed to be Cajun having tomato in them. Most people say, like, if you're authentic, that you don't add anything tomato based, whatever. I'm not worried about being authentic or anything. I just cook and make it taste the way I want to. But I'm going to add half of this can of the no salt added tomato paste. This is a 6-ounce can. Always get no salt when you can, because then you can add your salt back with additional flavors like bouillons. I'm using my little bitty spatula scraper from Amy, who sent me some packages recently. Trying to do this one-handed. And I'm not going to use a lot of this, but I'm going to put a few tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. This is the Aldi brand. If you missed that vlog, there's a video a few before this of a Aldi shop with me and grocery haul. We got an Aldi this year, and I was really excited to share some of the stuff with you guys. Ours is small. It's not huge, but nice to have. So just a few tablespoons. This is going to give it kind of like a crawfish bisque texture to the sauce, because you're wanting this to hold together, but you don't want it so thick that it's you know, like clumpy or whatever. And this is the stage where I taste at, and I feel like it does need a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of salt. So I'm just going to add some Tony's and mix it in. And also I think I do want a tiny bit more of heat to it, but I don't know what it was about this container of black pepper that we bought, but it was really kicking. So I'm not going to use hot sauce. I'm just going to use more black pepper. And then I'm going to add a little more parsley. I like to actually see the parsley, and it does add flavor as well. And then I'm going to turn the heat off on this, add in my green onion, and then my crawfish I'll add into this. But I'm not going to add it into it until I get my oven preheated, because I don't want it to get rubbery. I'm going to add it to it right before I put it in the casserole dish. While the oven's reheating, I'm going to reheat my coffee for, I believe, the 4th time. It's just economical for me to drink iced coffee at this point, because by the time I get through heating it, I'm sure it's like cooked. Still have not found the wreath yet. I think I don't have enough crust for 2 of these. What is this, 9 by 13? So I just did one of these and then an 8 by 8 for the amount that I have. Hopefully this will be enough crust to go across the bottom of both. I think it will, but if not, we'll just stretch it out a little bit. So one pie crust on this, didn't do it up the sides, which I wasn't necessarily wanting that. And then on the 8x8 is perfect because it's like the 8-inch pie pan, of course. I just kind of stretched it a little bit, and then I sealed the corner seams on that one. But my mom loves a lot of crust on her pies and foods like this, so it'll be fine that theirs has a little extra. And then I just always put a few little pin pricks across the bottom, and be sure you don't poke through your pan. Also, I always support my aluminum pans with a sheet pan. Normally I would just fill this and bake it, but because I don't want the crawfish to overcook and be rubbery, I'm going to put these in the oven for probably like 6 or 7 minutes, and then I'll fill them, and then I'll put the puff pastry over the top. So it is the next day, or actually it's night. The vlog that I need to start, before I start a video, I need to like prep like I'm doing an interview and sit down and get my thoughts together and then pull my phone out. But I wouldn't be me if I did that. Anyways, this vlog, when I started it out, I cannot even remember. I think I started the intro out like 2 nights ago because I didn't know at what point that I would actually get started on this vlog. I'm still trying to get everything together here. Needless to say, my thoughts are all over the place because the other night when I started this out, I was thinking I was going to get started that night on it. Instead, I got all my cleaning stuff done. Then yesterday, I done that recipe, so that's why I put it at the beginning of a vlog versus how normally I would have like a recipe at the end of a vlog. So I did that, and then the weather was nice enough. I say nice, it was hot, but windy and a little bit cool enough that we got to go outside and not have to worry about the mosquitoes or anything, so I let Willow go out and play. And by the time we got back, got cleaned and everything and laid down in bed, it was like 10 o'clock. Then we had 2 appointments today and had to go across town for some other stuff. It was a whole all day thing. I woke up this morning at, I don't even know what time, but basically I got up, got ready, got us ready to be able to leave and be gone for a while, went to the appointments, come back home. By the time I got home, it was already like 6 o'clock. And then we played outside a little bit more. We had some rain coming in, so we just utilized the time that we could. And now here we are, it's 10 o'clock. So I think she's just now falling asleep. And I had to pause again. I'm trying not to talk too loud because I'm not sure if she's completely asleep or not. But I'm just now getting back in my kitchen and it's 10 o'clock at night. Ideally, I should be going to bed, but I don't know. Willow's birthday is this weekend, and like we don't ever do a big party or anything, but I always put her some decorations up, make a cake, wrap her gifts, and then we try to see both sides of the family. Anyways, I have to prep for that, just putting her decorations up, wrapping her gifts, and then we will see family then. So I'm trying to have everything in the house cleaned and be ready for that, be able to enjoy it. She's asked that we have a sleepover in the living room on the couch that night for her birthday, so it's going to be like an all day thing, and I don't want any of this on my mind. I did finally find my other oven mitt pot holder, whatever you want to call it. Found my other one, and then I got this a few years ago at Ross for like $7.99, I think, but it's made out of metal and wood. So I want to put this somewhere in my kitchen. I may save it and put it over the fridge, but I'm not sure. And then I found, I say found, I know where like my tote of fall stuff is in the back room. It's just I have to rummage through and find all of it. I think I want this one in my kitchen. And then I found my mug. I use this for soup or like dessert and ice cream. But I'm still missing one. My mother-in-law bought me one for my birthday like 2 or 3 years ago. And I can't even completely remember what it looks like. So I got to get the rest of my fall dishes out. I have one of the plates. I don't know how I do this. Every year, one little fall thing and one Christmas thing gets left out. But this is the second year now that I've accidentally left out one of the fall plates. I actually know where those dishes are to pull out. I just need to get Willow's birthday stuff done first before I get them out because it's buried in the closet behind birthday decor. And then I left this out at Christmas on accident. So he's been hiding here for a while. I'm burning off the mold cider, the Walmart Mainstays candle. And then I brought this one in here. I actually burned it a little bit last night, but I'm going to burn this one down. I love the Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple, but this one is from, I think, last year, and it didn't smell quite as good. But we're going to use it up next. I got another package. I've shared with y'all a friend of mine on here named Amy. She sells Young Living and she's so sweet. I can't believe she sent me as much as she has, but she has sent me packages recently and it makes me so excited every time I see one. I don't have a clue what's in here, but I'm really excited to see. I'm going to try to remember to include her Young Living link in the description. We're not partnered, sponsored, nothing. This is just solely her just being generous and blessing me with something. But if you are interested in essential oils or like natural products or just something to make your house smell good and smell like fall, you need a diffuser, whatever, you can check her link out and order through her. I'm sure she would appreciate it, but I can't wait to see what's in here. The last few packages have made me smile each time. I love this scent. I showed y'all she sent me the cleaning concentrate and the little bottle of oil, but I cannot believe she sent me this. Amy, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I always send you an email and thank you, but I had to share because I'm so excited every time I get one of your packages. This is the entire Thieves cleaning kit and I'm shocked. I was actually just about to clean my house. Like, I've got to get everything ready because this weekend's Willow's birthday. I got to get it clean, get the fall stuff finished, get her birthday decorations up. So I'm actually headed to clean my room and bedroom and floors and all that. So I'm really excited because now I can use this. Oh, there's a little bucket. How cute. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. It's like a very heavy duty. It looks like a little industrial farmhouse thing. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. A whole other bottle of Thieves concentrates. Another glass cleaning spray bottle. I love the last one. It doesn't tump over and it's just a pretty color. Looks very fall looking. And then I'm guessing this is like a little bag with the oils in it, which I can't believe she sent this. Willow's over there popping the bubble wrap packaging. That's her favorite thing to do. Oh my goodness, how cute! Let's see, does it open up all the way? Yes, it does. Oh, how cute is this? It's not just thieves. Oh my gosh, it's another little lemon oil. You can see that one's a lemon. This one is purification. I actually haven't looked up yet. I think purification, obviously purifying, is to maybe like clean the air, clean surfaces, whatever. That's the bubble wrap. She's deflating over there. She did send me one of these, and I have used it some. I like it. Pine. Ooh, I was wanting pine. Yes. Now I can mix that with the Christmas scents, of course. And maybe like with lemon to make it like pine salt. Citrus fresh. Always love a good citrus scent. Why haven't I had my flash on this whole time? And then another little thieves oil. This is so cute. It's like a little pouch thing. So you have some, hold on, you have some cleaning rags and then slots to put more oils in. This is actually going to be handy because I can use this little bag by my bed. It's cute. Thank you again, Amy. I love it so much. I'm definitely going to use it.